Good morning. Hmm. Took a while this morning as I meditated to actually come up with a title. And then I realized I actually got the title last night and I just forgot until I was back in that quiet space this morning. And the title that I've selected for today is Flames of Truth Consume the Lies. Earlier this week, my next door neighbor had a dead oak tree cut down. That means I have an abundance of firewood. No, I don't need that for warmth in Florida. I burn fires in my atrium fireplace to consume my burnable trash and for ceremonial purposes. In other words, I sit and meditate as I watch the flames. Last night, as I watched the flames, the thought arose that what is happening in our world is really quite amazing. We watch as the flames of truth are consuming the lies of our culture. This is a major transformation that can't help but bring us a new world. And as I sat here after writing that blurb 15 or 20 minutes ago, I realized that I've been fascinated by fire for a very long time. And there are many allegorical images of fire. Our God is a consuming fire is one that came to me again and again. And I also think often of the flame of freedom. You know that I have fires burning behind me regularly all this year, and I don't remember when I actually started it last year, but probably for more than a year now I've had flames behind me when I give my little talks here in the morning. And I went to four flames at some point in this year, and I've been doing almost all of my videos at 4:44 in the morning because that's a significant number to me. And I get lots of interpretations as to what it means. Some seem positive, others seem negative. To me, it's positive. It means we're grounding the master energy on the earth. 4 is the number to me of earth. And earth is going through tremendous transformation. I also thought of all the increased activity of the sun and all the solar flares or flames as the energy of those is coming into the earth, actually throughout the solar system, heating up all the planets, and we're all going through a tremendous transformation. One of the predicted changes that's going to happen is Earth is going to become more moderate in temperature. The extremes are going to be eliminated, and some people have even predicted that Antarctica will once again become inhabitable. And a recent article that I saw the headline for, I don't know that I read the entire thing, but it's about all of the ice melting on Greenland, which is very, very unusual. So things are happening in regard to fire. And fire is not always visible. Spirit, when we sing earth, earth my body, water my blood, I forget how that chant goes, but we sing it around the fireplace at some of the ceremonies that we do, like the new moon and full moon ceremonies that I've participated in over the years. But we often sing chants, and there is one, and it's Spirit, my fire. And the Holy Spirit on Pentecost, when it descended, that sat upon each of them as a tongue of fire, or a flame of fire. So fire is both destruction, consumption, but it's also transformation. It changes, in the case last night, dead kindling, because I burned a couple of boxes, actually 4 boxes, of just the little pieces that come down around the tree. I cleaned up the neighbor's yard. They helped a little bit, but I cleaned up most of the neighbor's yard of all the dead branches and all the scraps. Now there's still some big parts of the tree that her son has to come back and cut into smaller chunks, because I can't use the really big pieces, certainly not the trunk pieces. But most of the branches and the small stuff has already been cleaned up and cut into manageable sizes that I cut it for my fireplace, that'll fit into my fireplace. But the flames consume all that dross, all that little waste material, and it transforms it into another form of energy and sends it back into the universe. There was also in the fire last night, I've had chimney swifts or chimney swallows, I don't know which they're called, I had 2 of them recently, and then they come and they go, and actually while I was burning the fire last night, I saw a bird come and look down both chimneys, and because I have 2 fireplaces in my house, although one of them I never use, and it exited. I actually used to have covers over the chimneys so that birds couldn't fly in, and so that things coming up out of the fireplace wouldn't rise up and cause a fire somewhere else. But it rusted out, and my son-in-law has been going to fix it for me. It's been over 1.5 years now, and it's still not fixed, and I'm realizing I have to get something to cover the openings on the fireplace, because one of the birds I found yesterday in the atrium had died, and there it was in the corner, a dead bird, and its eyes had been eaten out. But I put that in the fire and consumed that as well, transformed the little birdie as well. So fire is a transformative element, and we on Earth and throughout our solar system, as I said, are being influenced by the flames of the sun, and even the central sun that's sending its energy to us to consume all of the lies. And folks, I'm sure most of you that listen to me regularly understand that we live in a world that has been dominated by lies. Everything in our culture is a lie. Everything is backwards from the way it's supposed to be, because, quite frankly, liars have been in control of the system. The Illuminati, far from being enlightening, has been a dark force, but it's also been a force of awakening, because it has brought into sharp distinction and contrast everything. All of the opposites are magnified in this illuminate flame of the Illuminati, trying to control the world with an iron fist, if you will, or a combat boot, by coercion, by force, by manipulation. And everything, the medical profession, the educational industry, virtually all of the multinational corporations, all of the governments, the religions, everything has been touched by the lie. And for those of you that are hanging on to the good old, give me that old time religion, folks, you're going to have to wake up at some point here in the near future, because your old time religion is not as pure and doctrinally sound as you would like to believe it to be. And I'm speaking especially to fundamentalists of every stripe, including atheistic fundamentalism, that there is no God. And I understand that you think that there is no mindful creation, that it's all just an accidental evolution. Far from that. That is far from the truth. It is very purposeful, very meaningful. And you're going to wake up to the fact that we've been lied to about that too. Our scientific community, is as rife with lies as our religious community. We're going to have to come to grips with that as the light of truth, or the flame of truth, consumes everything that is not real. Everything that has been deceptive and fraudulent is being revealed and coming to the surface. Our shadow is being lightened up. And that's in more ways than one. It's being lightened in the sense that the lights are coming on so that we can see the stuff that's been hidden more clearly. But it's also making us lighter in weight. So the transformation is taking place at every level. And this is a beautiful thing. It's what's happening in 2012. It started in earnest last year, although it's really been going on longer than that. But in earnest last year, the awakening was evident across the globe as the ninth wave came and went. And then as we went into the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th wave from the Mayan calendar. And now we're in the time between the times, as I was told from me after 11/11 last year. This is the time between the times, or the no time zone, when everything is being shifted and transformed. So I want you to once again, I want to leave you with a word of encouragement that when you see these things happening, when you see the old being brought down, the old systems being exposed for the fraud that's been inherent within them all along, don't be overly concerned, because this is a good thing. There are many things happening in the fire as it melts and burns away the dross and then leaves the pure gold of who we are. It's an alchemy, that's a divine alchemy that's taking place as we the people, are being empowered and transformed and stepping up to the plate. And we're going to change our religions. We're going to change our governments. We're going to change our institutions of learning. We're going to change the medical profession. We're going to change the governments and everything around us. The way we do business, everything around us is in transformation as the flames of truth consume the lies of our culture. Be encouraged and keep looking for the good and keep cooperating with those that are trying to build a new world. You don't have to agree. We don't agree 100% because we each bring our own particular viewpoint, our own particular perspective to the fire that's merging and actually shaping us in a way that is going to be absolutely unbelievable as we move more and more into the new energies. It's happening, folks. I love you. I thank you for your continuing interest and support for all of those of us that are trying to hold the image and the intent of a peaceful transition on this planet from the old to the new. Those of us who keep the lights on. Thank you for listening. Namaste.